I made the game go from looking like that to looking like this. The goal of this mod list is to overhaul Fallout New Vegas' graphics so that New Vegas will no longer feel like an outdated game. I like my mod lists to be like myself. Small. So I'm gonna try and keep this list as short as possible. We'll begin by bringing New Vegas' textures up to modern standards. I'm gonna use the NMC's texture pack as a base because it touches on a lot of objects oftentimes neglected by other texture packs for New Vegas. Then I'll add Nut Vegas landscapes on top of that. In my opinion, this is the best looking landscape retexture for New Vegas out right now. It doesn't just enhance the Mojave, but also the DC Wasteland and both Fallout 3 and New Vegas DLCs. However, I really dislike the rock and road retextures in this one, so I'm gonna grab Legay Reborn Cliffs, which has much more natural looking rocks, and Redesigned Quarries to make quarry sites more visually distinctive. Then I'll download Legay Reborn just to use the road textures that came with it. After that, I noticed the terrain LOD in this game looks terrible, so I used improved LOD noise textures. Look at how gorgeous. That is the fucking ugliest thing I've ever. There are other things that are part of the landscape of the Mojave that overlay the terrain, and we gotta bring them up in quality because now they stick out like a female traveler amongst male convicts. First, let's take care of grass. I chose Nut's natural grass to make the foliage look better. After that, I'm gonna grab Vurt's improved plants to retexture some of the plant life in the Mojave. Most importantly, the cacti. Next, let's make the piles of rock look more modern with higher poly rocks, which upgrades the rock's meshes to make them appear more natural. To beautify the ugly looking Joshua trees, I'll use micro clutter, which also makes them higher poly. Lastly, to modernize how the bodies of water look in New Vegas, I'm gonna use Nut's Water Overhaul. I know, right now you're thinking, there's still something missing. Perhaps an EMB. No, shut the fuck! We're not using an EMB. After this next step, the game's gonna look way different. It's time to overhaul the weathers of Fallout New Vegas with desert natural weathers. Straight up, just look at the difference between Vanilla New Vegas, the graphical mods combo, and then the mods plus the desert natural weathers. The game looks so much more modern, and you can keep the anti-aliasing on because you won't need a fucking EMB. Anyways, this weather mod features 360 static panoramic cloud textures, even though I have no idea what the fuck that means, it still sounds pretty awesome. Full DLC and TTW support, so it'll also enhance all the weathers across both wastelands and their DLCs, while still preserving their original style. Now for a mod that I can no longer live without, Heat Haze. This mod emulates a heat haze effect during sunny weathers, and it's really subtle but truly adds to the hot, dry desert feel. Playing with this mod installed almost makes me wish for a nuclear winter. Alright, now the outdoors look gorgeous, and it would seem that our job is done, but then you make your way inside and... Let's fix up the interiors in Fallout New Vegas, shall we? To upgrade the interiors, there really is only one mod that I know of from the gun network. Superpele's Disordered Retexture Pack. This mod is by the same person behind classic Adobe buildings for New Vegas. It'll touch up on various clutter objects as well as many interior tile sets. Also some architecture like sidewalks and various walls. Next, we're gonna need Retex from the Commonwealth. This one will replace many objects in New Vegas with their Fallout 4 counterparts, which makes sense because Fallout 4 is considered a better looking game than New Vegas. In addition to that, I'm gonna use Drag's Little Things, which will make even more of the Fallout New Vegas clutter resemble that of Fallout 4. Now let's go back to the Nexus for 3 clutter enhancing mods. Physically based wood crates, 2K wooden barrels, physically based collection, and the Nuts Street Litter Redone. That should do it for interiors, and now we can finally rest knowing that we're playing a beautiful game. That is up until the moment we catch a glance of an NPC's face.
Hello there. It's good to see a friendly face.
Those are drop dead ugly. To remedy this problem, I'm gonna use Drag Body's NPC and faction overhauls. There are 9 of those, so I'll leave their names in the description. What those mods will do is give a lot of named NPCs in the game custom high quality faces. A lot of those are from other video games, but still those are much more modern looking games than New Vegas. Also, these overhauls will freshen up the outfits these NPCs wear, and in the case of factions, don't worry, the original aesthetic or style of their armor is still preserved. Smooth skins aren't the only NPCs we're gonna encounter, but also ghouls and super mutants. So let's bring those up to standard. For ghouls, let's use Toxic's Ghouls Overhaul, which will give named ghouls unique faces and make all non-feral ghouls resemble those from Fallout 4. For super mutants, let's grab Menace of the New West, then add New Vegas Superb Mutants on top of that. This will give all named muties unique faces, overhaul all mutants' facial structure, and bring their textures up in quality. Now since we've made humanoid characters better looking, it's only right we also upgrade the creatures and wildlife in the Mojave wasteland. First, let's grab upgrades from the Commonwealth to overhaul a lot of the creatures in the game and make them look like their Fallout 4 cousins. But because we've already overhauled our super mutants, I'm gonna delete the mutant meshes and textures that came with the mod. The Fried Turkey 3 creature pack is another drag body mod that replaces Securitrons, ants, and Cazadors with their upgraded Project Mojave versions for Fallout 4. Yet another drag body mod is the Fried Turkey's Bighorners, which will make those roided up goats much more detailed. Next up are Night Stalkers, which I'll upgrade by using lore-friendly Night Stalker Overhaul. This will make those mutated beasts even more terrifying. Now the game is looking better than ever, but the moment you decide to take out your gun... Nah, I'm just kidding. You won't die. Your immersion will break, and then you'll die. It's like going on a date. You make them laugh, you pay for bowling, you pay for dinner, you're doing everything right. Then she invites you in and the moment is here. You show her what you're packing, and then she points and says you don't have enough firepower. Joke's on her, because I like my women how I like my Swiss cheese. With extra holes. WAP Year 1 and bonus will overhaul 30 weapons from New Vegas and bring them up in quality. Some of them stay true to the vanilla Virgin, while other guns have changed quite a bit. Vanilla Weapons Redone will overhaul some of the throwable weapons in the game. And ETJ miniguns will overhaul the death machine's aesthetic and animations. Now that a lot of the weapons in the game look really good, it's underwhelming when we actually start firing them because of the outdated visual and sound effects that come with the vanilla game. To scale up the quality of sound and visual effects in combat, I'm gonna use a handful of mods. Eve is the most comprehensive visual effect enhancement mod available on Nexus, especially for energy weapons. It'll retexture all energy weapons and grant them iron sights. Next is EXE, which is another visual enhancement by the same author that is considered an upgrade to be used over top of Eve. Bullet trails will add smoke trails to fired bullets like many modern shooters. Finally, view model recoil and awesome combined will make weapons feel and sound like they pack a punch. Now let's be honest, you're very eager to try out this mod combo and will most likely go on a killing spree once you boot up the game. But you can't go around murdering innocent people, dressed like that. So let's bring up the quality of the game's clothing with the help of only a few mods. All non-DLC clothing Retex will greatly enhance the quality of all vanilla armors, and all DLC clothing Retex will do the exact same thing but for armors and clothing added by the DLCs. Lastly, let's grab the Power Armor Visual Enhancement mod. The quality of the textures for the Power Armor here is unmatched, and honestly makes individuals wearing it much more intimidating. And now I'm gonna list some bonus retexture mods to further enhance the visuals of the game. Rectified Water Towers, Sandbags by Aubri, Fallout 4 New Vegas Billboards, Fallout 4 New Vegas Auto Dock, 4K Mojave Express Dropbox, 4K Animated Metal Box Replacer, Pip-Boy 3000 Remastered, and finally, Better Books. And that's the mod list. I will leave my load order in the description, and obviously I'm assuming you have your game ready to be modded and that you have prior modding knowledge. If however you don't, I highly recommend you check out Viva New Vegas. It's a really simple and easy to follow guide on how to mod Fallout New Vegas nowadays.